chances for exploration, chances of adventure. Everyone's on drugs.
Come on, Billy Chumpez.
Alright, roll a d20.
Alright, here goes. Oh. Damn it, Billy Chumpez.
Oh my.
I bite rather hard.
Kinky.
9 o'clock tonight, you go here.
Oh my.
A 3-headed hydra.
Oh my.
You're gonna burn us alive?
Gastronomics. This is off to a great start. You go running off that way. You go to that way that was original. Well, to your guys' left now. You run down the hallway. You turn around the corner, and what you see straight ahead of you is just a straight up open hallway that opens into a larger room. And inside of this room, you see there is a pool in the center of the room, as well as an altar with 2 gnoll guards in there and a gnoll wearing bones and bits of desert plants and stuff like that. It's some kind of a shaman, as the cleric knows lore and stuff like that. It is a shaman of some kind, and you see there is a dead human tied up on the altar, and his guts are just spilled out all over the floor. The gnoll is sitting there holding his heart up toward the ceiling, and you see as he's holding up, it's still beating in his hands. Oh, and you watch it as it shrivels up into a little black ball and just dissipates. And then he pushes the body off of there into the pool and holds his hands out toward the left side of the room.
Temple of Doom type of crap, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
You watch as one of the gnoll guards head over to that side and disappear out of view because there's a corner right there you can't see. But if you were to guess with your intelligence rolls, you would guess the prisoners are in there.
Okay.
So currently they don't know you are, so you can try to sneak into the room. There isn't much light again, and your crotch is no longer glowing.
Good. I have an idea.
Okay, so I think we should sneak into it, right?
All right. Well, both of you roll a d20.
15.
15.
5.
With your hide bonus, you get in there just fine.
Okay.
You guys sneak up there. You're at the entrance. You're standing right in the entrance of the room, creep down in the shadows, and yes, you can see it. There's the pool, the shaman, the guard, and then another guard next to a cage with 6 prisoners inside of it. And it looks like, and he's taken out a key and he's trying to unlock the door. But he doesn't know which key it is, so he's sitting there flipping through his keys. There's like 12 of them on this ring.
So we have the element of surprise on it.
You have the element of surprise, right?
So who do you think we should kill first? If we go for the guard with the keys, we'll have control of that. Or if we go with the shaman, we'll cut off their source of black magic.
I would say Frogton the mage first, so go for the black magic.
Okay.
All right. You guys are sneaking right now. You have your spells, you have your ranged weapons, you have your melee weapons.
I'm going to go for the crossbow.
Oh, dear.
All right. Roll a d20, Todd. Please don't crit fail again.
17.
17, that is a hit.
Oh.
So roll damage plus a sneak attack, so you get an additional d6.
8.
Total of 8 damage. You shot that shaman straight in the chest. It pierces through the skull that was hanging around its neck, and it goes straight to its chest. Travis, you did get a shot too, because this technically does happen at the same time.
Okay.
Are you aiming for the shaman as well, or one of the other guys?
Yeah, I'm aiming for the shaman.
All right, roll d20.
1.
You
snaps.
prepare your bow. You draw it back, and the entire bow just snaps in half as you draw it back. It makes a loud cracking sound, alerting everyone to your presence, along with the shaman getting shot. The bow does snap back, and you take 2 damage.
Oh dang! Okay.
Yeah. So everyone knows you're here now, and the shaman lets out just a high-pitched yip sound towards you as the guard that was over there with the keys drops his keys on the ground, pulls out a sword. The other one pulls out a regular battle axe, and they come charging towards you.
The shaman did get a bolt to the chest, but
It is, and he
okay.
is holding his chest right now.
Alright, okay.
And as he's sitting there holding his chest, you can see a green light coming from that. You're pretty sure he's healing himself.
Okay, yeah, we should go for that shaman. Are they in melee distance?
No, they are still in range distance right now. This room, by the way, is 15 meters by 15 meters.
You're gonna need to run up on them for a melee.
Well, actually,
meters, 15 yards. So.
Am I able to use another my other level 1?
You have, yeah, you can use another level 1.
Yeah, I'll summon monster.
All right, you summon your monster. I am rolling to see how good of a monster you summon. All right, you summon a monster. You cast your summon. You cast it. All right. You summon a monster. You cast your summon. You cast it. You throw it outwards, and you see from that pool of blood in the center of the room, you see a bloodhound jump out of it. And it jumps out and dives straight for one of those one of the guards. And it tackles him. It straight up tackles him with that attack. And tears his throat out with an 11. Jumps out of there, tears his throat out, rips him apart. So he's happy right now, and the other one sees that, and he's just charging at you guys straight out. So, yeah, it is your turn, God.
I'm going to shoot at the one charging us.
All right.
And I'm going to also be whistling the Reigns of Castamere.
Huh?
The Reigns of Castamere.
You can only... Okay, you can speak it at the same time, so roll a d20.
It's a whistle.
Hit.
So
Yeah, roll the
it's not
hit.
spellcasting.
Just roll the hit.
7.
7. You miss. You miss. That thing is on top of you guys now, so it's going to swing at... Swinging at Todd. And he misses as well.
Okay.
He misses as well. You look at the shaman. He's taking his hand off of his body, and you see that bolt come flying out of his chest.
Okay.
The wound is obviously, you can see it. It's been healed up. He was healing himself. And he pulls out, and he reaches down under next to the altar, pulls out a staff, and starts whipping it around in the air. And you can hear him chanting something to himself. So that's his turn.
Okay, does my monster... Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, your monster is busy eating.
Okay, yeah, alright.
If you yell at it, you can try to tell it to do something else, but it doesn't really listen to you very much.
You also have a bird.
You do have a bird, too, and he can do something if you tell him to.
Does that use the turn?
No, it's just you speak.
Yeah,
you can be attacking and speak at the same time if you want to.
Yeah, alright, so I tell my eagle to attack the shaman.
Alright, so your eagle flies off. He goes dive bombing toward the shaman. Misses and crashes into the wall. He bounced off, so he's going to bounce off the wall and try to attack again on his next turn. So
okay.
It's still your turn, Travis.
Yeah. I'll swing at the Todd. I'll try to take care of this guard while you take care of the shaman with your crossbows. Okay.
All right.
With your crossbow, I meant.
You turn to the guard. You swing at him. Roll d20.
17.
17. That is a hit. So roll d8 for damage.
4.
4. You swing at him. You cut straight into his stomach.
Oh, disembowel him.
Yeah, he just cleave right in. His armor is the only thing holding his chest, guts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you cut right through his armor, right into his side. He yelps out. He retaliates back at you. What's your armor class? Your armor class is a 17 with your shield. He misses just barely with a glancing blow. So you take 2 damage. All right. Well, it's the shaman is done with what he was doing now, and he cast a force spell that blasts you guys away. So you all need to make a strength check. So roll d20. Todd, you get a -1.
18.
18.
With that -1, I'm at 17.
All right, you both manage to stand your ground as this wave pushes across you guys. The Knoll fails his check, goes slamming into the wall, and so does your bird. That Knoll slams into the wall and takes 1 damage. And your bird as well takes 4 damage, actually.
Oh.
So your bird is at 6 health.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna shoot at that shaman.
All right, you shoot at the shaman as he's getting ready to cast another spell. So you take a shot at the shaman.
9.
9. Yeah, that's a miss. I'm sorry. Your bird tries to attack the shaman from behind. Hits the shaman. Thank you, bird.
Stab ability.
Woohoo! Your bird does a whopping 2 damage. But it is enough to distract him from his spell, possibly, if he fails his concentration roll. He fails his concentration roll, so he loses concentration. And his spell is that spell he was working on is decast. He's trying to swipe this bird away from him.
Okay.
So that Knoll that got blasted in the wall is back on his feet, and he's next to the gnome, so he swings at you. And that is a hit on a 16.
Damn it.
He's the one with the sword, so he does that. You take 3 damage.
How much HP do you have left?
You have like what, 2, 3?
Hold up. 4 again.
Alright, you got 4 health.
Okay.
I am the immortal Spanklez. You can't kill me.
Yeah. So it's your guys' turn now.
Is there a possible
The shaman's
way...
trying to deal with the bird.
Is there a possible way of spellcasting darkness?
Maybe what about a spell of silence? Like since
You could cast the spell silence on it if you want to try.
I pretty much say no spell for you.
You try to play Song of Silence, so roll d20.
You want to know what song I'm actually playing?
What?
The Sound of Silence.
Roll d20. Just rolled a 1, didn't you?
No, dice rolled into my crotch.
What'd you roll?
An 18.
18 with your bonus to spellcraft. You do successly silence the mage. So he
Wow.
still has a staff in his hand, so he can't use any spells. But it is a quarterstaff still.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I get to add that to my spell book?
No, it was only an 18. You don't get to add it. I'm sorry.
Not one more.
You got to roll in that 20.
That's a shame.
So
Well,
the shaman is going to try to attack your bird. And crits your bird with the quarterstaff.
oh no.
Alright, he smacks right in your bird with that quarterstaff, and on a ×2 does 4 damage.
Okay.
So your bird is
Nice.
still flying, but he flies back over to you. He's like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah,
I did my
I
stuff.
was about to call it back anyways.
He's injured though, but he's
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm done. I did my thing.
What's the status of the hound? Is he still eating away?
No, he's done eating, and he's gonna
Okay.
come at the one that's behind you guys. And
Okay, yeah.
He jumps at it. It tries to block it, blocks it, and hits it with blocks it, but tramples over himself. So he falls down on the ground. So you guys have an attack of opportunity on him.
Okay, let's finish
So
him off.
roll d20.
Let's see.
I'll let the cleric do that first.
8.
8. You swing at him and you miss. So he scrambles back up to his feet. He misses his attack. The shaman is just trying to get away from you guys right now. Trying to figure out what the hell to do because he's silenced right now. So he's like, shit. You do notice though that he's up at the altar and he puts his hand down on the table and he flips open a book and he's just rapidly flipping through this book.
Oh no.
So it's your guys' turn.
Okay, what is the hound doing?
He's getting back to his feet to try to jump at that guy again.
Okay. I think I'm going to charge at the shaman right now.
All right, you turn around, you charge at the shaman. So it's going to take you a round to get up to him.
So
So
okay.
that's your turn, is charging at him. So Todd, it's your turn.
I will be shooting the crossbow at the mage
Roll d20.
because this guy's looking for a spell book. I know it.
Mm-hmm.
I had that feeling. 6.
You miss. You miss.
You would have been better off at finishing off that one guy, the other Knoll.
All right. Well, the hound jumps at the guy, and the hound tries to jump at the knoll, totally misses, and ends up tackling the gnome,
Oh man.
who, by the way, takes 1 damage.
Oh no.
I'm on 3.
You're like clinging to that last bit of life.